Okay guys, welcome back to another episode of Unfiltered Fishing. Today I was going to talk about just the surf reels, the reels that we use in the surf, which ones I've used in the past, and which ones I'm presently using. The four that I've used that have held up the best. That none of the ones that I've jumped through or broken or destroyed. The four that I've owned over the past 25 years or so that have held up. Number one, Penn 704Z. A lot of the original guys with the original reels, this was one of the first. You know, this reel will power through sand. It will take a beating. You can dunk it. Those are the pros of it. The cons are it's heavy. It's a heavy reel, and you'll have to do some maintenance on it occasionally. If you're getting it wet, if you're dunking it, you're gonna have to open it up. You're gonna have to clean it out, clean out all the gears, all the old oil, put new stuff in. Other than that, the reel is a workhorse. This was an original bailed reel. I had to convert it to a bailless. I just have it as a backup reel now. I don't really use it. Like I said, it's heavy, so you know I'm not getting any younger, and my shoulders aren't getting any younger either. So to throw this around all night is work. But you know, that's the other con. But the pro is that it is easy to maintain. It is easy to open up yourself and to use.
And somebody forgot to invite me to the party.
No, I didn't invite you. You was upstairs.
You did not say get your meals.
You didn't need to get reels. How many reels you got?
Well, I'm not getting my bandsaw because it's upstairs. I can use one of yours.
Yes, you don't need to have two. You only need to have one.
Brought my Stradic to the party.
You brought your Stradic to the party.
Yep.
With the line hanging all over.
Oh, yeah, that's your fault.
It is, because I was using it for a demonstration, but you could have fixed it up and repaired it a little bit. So then why don't you get a chair if you're joining in?
Where is the chair? Oh, move over. Come to join your party.
Before we move on here. Alright, so I'm just going to go with price points around. I did start off on, what I had out here was the least expensive of the reels. So this reel probably goes for between $2 and $210 currently. And I could not find a 704 on Amazon, but I did find a 706, which is the same reel, only of course a newer version with the bailless that's already on it. So the 706 is bailless, the 704 is bailed. I like the bailless because these don't have a manual bail that you flip over yourself. It's a bail that when you turn the handle it flips, and sometimes that handle turns, snaps over, and bye-bye plug.
You know, I have one of those, and it's a Penn Staal.
You do have one.
Yeah, I'll go grab it. I'll bring it to the real party.
But you can't. That's something you have to. You have to have that machined.
You drill it yourself, right?
Did you drill yours yourself?
No, I bought it like that.
Yeah. I was gonna drill that one out, and I said that's just too much work. And drilling it out only helps with drainage. Do you remember approximately how much the Stradic was?
No, because I didn't buy that. I did buy a used one for $50.
That doesn't help anybody.
I know. Well, you can't buy this one anymore.
No,
they make the
because
black ones now.
It's a new model. That's the older one.
Here you go. Here's your 704Z drilled out. If you want to be fancy.
Also converted to bailless. What'd you do with the handle?
Oh, it's in the box. Figured I'd come and join your party.
I didn't think you had any interest, so your hose is a bit smoother than mine, and in quite better shape. There you go. So there's the 704Z.
Oh, and I have my Spheros, but that's upstairs.
Okay, again. Okay. So now you're going to tell us about this this here Stradic, because I don't own one.
Okay, well, I actually, a friend had let me borrow one, and I fell in love with it. It's kind of like your Saragosa, I guess. Hold on, let me pick that up off the floor before I lose it. That goes to this reel.
You lost the washer. It's probably the washer it's the washer that goes on the nut that goes.
Yeah, we don't want to lose that.
No.
Yeah, so this, I mean, I would never dunk it in the water. Elsa said she wouldn't dunk it in the water either. I mean, my go-to is the Van Staal, but if I had to have a second choice, I would definitely pick the Stradic. I love how smooth it is. It handles fish very well.
Yeah, well. So that's pros. What kinds? Well, I guess that you pretty much have pros and cons.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that I don't, except for I wouldn't dunk it in the water because I don't know
So if you just
how long
stand
that would
on-
last.
What if it got splashed with salt water with sand in it?
I would just rinse it off.
You think it would be fine? You think it would hold up?
You know what? I used the Stradic in the Cape Cod Canal.
I'm talking about surf fishing now. We're talking about like if it gets hit with sand or if.
Okay, well, I was
if it's
still
heavy
in
surf.
a heavy current, and I probably put it in the water by accident because Heavy met me in my hot mess.
Okay. All right. So next, Shimano Saragosa. This is probably the third one that I choose out of all the reels that I'm going to go over today. It's smooth. I've had no problems with this reel. I've dunked it. I know that
I'm gonna
the
go get
drag-
my other reel.
the drag is fully sealed. Now the newer version of this reel, the body is fully sealed, according to Shimano. So I mean, like I said, I've dunked this reel. I've had it in Montauk. I've reeled it underwater. The bail, unfortunately, they don't have a bailless kit for this reel, but it is a manual bail. It means that you have to flip it over yourself. So no matter how much you reel this, that bail is not going to flip over, and you have to flip it over yourself. Again, smooth reel. Excellent. I've used it on the front side. I've used it. I've dunked it. It's got sand in it. I've washed it right out. It has always continued to work fine. The only thing that's ever happened with this reel, that's happened to every single one of these reels that I have on the table, is that the anti-reverse went. That's it. That's just something that happens with all reels. But this reel I would definitely pick up, and this is going to be probably between $50 and $100 more than the Penn 704. The only bad thing that I don't like about these reels is, with most of these reels is unless you know what you're doing, you're probably not going to open this up and service yourself. You're probably going to want to have somebody else do it for you. But otherwise, this reel, it's one of the favorite reels that I have. I don't use it because I have reels that are fully sealed, that I know are fully sealed, so I use those instead, and we'll move on to those ones next. And I have a feeling we're going to be starting this over. Because there's a big space in the tape. Tell me she went all the way to the shed. They go get more reels. When I only wanted to go over 4. Now there's 5. One thing I want to say about all these reels is that I'm not going over different sizes of the reels. I'm just going over the ones that I've used. The Penn 704 I had paired on a 9-foot. It probably did not belong on a 9-foot. It probably belonged on something heavier like a 10 or an 11 that's meant for throwing heavier lures and heavier weight stuff. The Saragosa I had on a 9-foot, that was great. It was paired up nicely with a 9-foot. bringing the whole rod and reel down. So now you're bringing down a complete 10-foot rod.
Well, because you know why?
No, I don't.
Hold this. Because it would be a pain in the ass to take it off. Because do you see all that electrical tape?
Yeah, and that's why I don't use those seats.
Yeah, I'll never get a real seat like this
Alright,
again.
so this is the Shimano Spheros.
Yes.
Is that a manual bail or an automatic? Do you have to does it flip over when you reel it?
I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've used it.
Guess we'll find out. It is a manual bail, so you do have to flip that one over yourself. This one's probably going to be very close to the Shimano Saragosa.
Yeah.
It has pretty much the same body. I don't believe that the Spheros has a sealed bail system.
No, nothing is sealed about it.
Not sealed bail, rather sealed drag system. But again, so tell us what you like about it.
I mean, it's to me like this and the Stradic they feel the same. For me personally, I like them both. I like a big handle. This one has a big handle on it. I know it's silly, but I have little tiny hands, so
It's not.
When I use this one,
ones
it's like a pain in the ass for me.
slip out of your hand.
But if I had to pick something that wasn't a Van Staal, it would be one of these two.
Okay, so let's go.
I'll just put this
Let's just get that.
out of the way. It was too much work to take it apart.
All right, so we've gone over now 3 Shimanos. I mean, I'm a big fan of Shimano. Shimano makes a great product. Now that I know that Saragosa, the new one that they made is fully sealed. I don't know if they're making it in the smaller sizes because I've had a hard time finding it. I'm finding it in 10,000 and up, but I'm not finding it in the 5s and the 6,000. 8,000 you could probably use. Probably at something like the Cape Cod Canal where you're throwing big heavy jigs and stuff like that, but again, you're looking at something heavy. So the next reel that we'll go over here is I'm going to say the next one up in price. Do you remember how much that
That one is pretty pricey. I want to say between 2 and 3.
between 2 and 3? So just about the same price point as Saragosa. Because that goes for 2.
Yeah.
I think the new Saragosas are going for a little bit more, I think, with that sealed body.
I feel like it could have been either 230 or 330.
I have to look it up. It's right in
And this was also a couple of years ago, so you never know.
All right, so we're still going along with the price point. I'll link down in descriptions all the reels that I can find, and I'll link it down below. Okay, so the Van Staal VR. Now we both have one of these, so
Yes.
we don't need to have 2 of them out on the table.
Well, mine's still at the shop.
Yours is still at the shop because you had yours serviced.
Yes.
Okay. Not because it was broken, just because it needed to be serviced.
No, I have to service my reels once or twice a year.
We expect to service any reel once or twice a year if you're using it a lot. Van Staal VR was the answer to the Van Staal and the Z-Bass. It's made by the same guy who made both of those reels. He made all 3. And it's kind of like a hybrid between the 2 that they tried to market. I guess Van Staal decided they were going to buy it up, didn't want the competition. So they made it the Van Staal VR. It was originally the Sub Aqua. This is one of the original ones that they came out with after Van Staal got it. And I've had it probably, 3-4 years now. The only thing that I've had to fix on it was the anti-reverse, like I said, on every single reel that I've owned.
What about the line roller? Did you
The
ever
line,
get
that was a problem with the old ones.
Yeah, I think I had to get mine
When they
replaced
first
too.
came out, I discussed this in another video also. When they first came out, there was something with the coating on the line roller itself that the braid ate through it and actually dug into it. Van Staal has corrected that problem by putting in a new part, and that's corrected. That's not even an issue anymore, not with the new ones. Also with the newer ones, they've actually beefed up the internals on this. They've put a heavier gears inside of it. So it's a little beefier and a little stronger. I know that there's like a love-hate relationship online with these things. Some people say that they're not good, but I've had no problems with mine.
Me neither.
And she has the 200 size.
175.
You have the 175. This is the 150. And I can't really find any real cons with this. The only cons with these reels and both of the Van Stool is you do have to have them professionally serviced unless you know what you're doing. If you try to service it yourself, you do void the warranty. So anybody but a VS tech that touches your reel should not be touching it. It has to go to an authorized, unless you're going to do it yourself and you don't care about the warranty and you get all the parts.
Yeah, but I think it's only a 1-year warranty.
Yeah, but they'll honor more than that if it's their fault that you go and open up the reel and destroy it.
Yeah.
That's on you. All right, so last one that I'm going over is just the regular old Van Stool, which did that.
What are you doing there?
Well, I had it wrapped around. I was going to spin it because I have to. It's wet because I just rinsed it off. But that's the king of the surf reels, in my opinion anyway. They don't make a better reel. I have not used a Z-Bass, so I can't speak on it. I have not used this new Visser that's come out, so I can't speak on that either. But out of all the reels that I've owned, the Van Stools are the best. It grinds through whatever sand you get in it. You just dunk it in water, it rinses it off.
Elsa's being bad.
She's not really being bad. What are you doing? Elsa, go lay down. Go lay down. She's just looking at me like, no, I'm just going to ruin your video.
I'll go get her a treat.
She'll be fine.
No, she won't. She's not going to stop. You and I both know her.
Why is that bully in the house, Elsa? That doesn't belong in here. Okay, so I'm trying to go over the pros and cons of all these reels, and I knew what I was going to say, and I've kind of gotten sidetracked, so I lost pretty much everything. But again, the one downfall that I find is these reels you can't really open them up and seal them yourself. You need a special tool to even open either the Van Stool or the VR. I've seen guys do it and mess it up. If you take it off and put it on wrong, you'll lock this thing up and you won't get it back off. So bring it to the professionals. That's all the pros. The only con that I have is they are a little heavier, but I mean, that's it. It's built to last, and they're bulletproof. You got anything to add on it?
I don't know. I like...
Any pros or cons that you can think of?
Well, I like both my VR and my regular Van Stool. They're both great to me. I haven't had any problems besides I fish too much and too hard, and I have to service them like twice a year. But that's nothing wrong with the reel itself. It's just we fish a lot and we fish hard, and that's what happens. But I will say they've both lasted. Like, I can't tell you how many times I just have my reel in the water. Especially when I'm trying to walk, I use my rod as a walking stick because I have no balance. So pros fully sealed, completely sealed all around, body sealed, drag is sealed. On the VR, they're supposed to be sealed. I don't
they
think
market it as sealed. Yes, they do.
They market it as fully sealed?
They market it as fully sealed. Now, some of the guys will tell you, oh, no, it's not. But I mean, for the amount of water intrusion that I've had in Israel, and again, I've completely reeled it underwater along with the Saragosa, which is again not a sealed body.
Yeah, and even if you do, if it starts to, because eventually, I mean, this is salt water, so that's why you get it serviced, because the seals start to go a little bit, because
seals are rubber, and rubber and salt water don't mix. Makes the rubber shrink, and it doesn't fit, and water gets in them. It just happens.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it. So we've gone over how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 reels. When originally we were only supposed to go over 4.
Yeah, well, I wasn't invited to the party, so.
You were invited to the party. You was goofing around upstairs.
Oh, you forgot to tell me you were starting. You didn't care.
All right, so that's.
Oh, look! I think this came from Amazon. Amazon warehouse deals.
No, you must have just stuck that sticker on.
I didn't stick that on there.
Somebody must have stuck that sticker on there.
They could have. Or it was bought on Amazon.
maybe originally wasn't drilled out by Amazon.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, you'd have to bring that to a machine shop and have it done. They don't sell it like that. It does help with drainage and does take off some of the weight.
Oh, look, that's cool. Comes with a whole parts list.
Yeah, it's a schematics for the reel. It comes in the box. I used to have one somewhere too. I don't know where it went. Well, so whoever owned it before you had it.
Yes.
And what you don't have in there is the original bale.
No.
No, that's not original.
No.
No. All right, guys. Well, that's about it. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please click the like button, subscribe to the channel. It helps us out a lot. Like I said, all the reels that I can find, I will link down in the description below. I know I would look for the 704, but they didn't have one. I had the 706. That reel, you're not going to even be able to buy anymore unless you buy the updated one.
Yeah, you can buy the black one.
Look at this on the back. You don't even put those things on there. Saragosa doesn't even have that.
Personally, I like this one better than the newer one.
You like that one better than the one?
Yes.
Have you used the newer Stradic?
I think I tried it on somebody's, but I just like this one.
Okay. Once again, I've lost track of where I was.
But that's what I'm here for, to mess you up.
Yeah, that's just what you and the dog did. All right, well, that's it. I'm wrapping it up here.
Yeah, you said like and subscribe to my channel.
I might attach where I messed up again this week to the back of this video. I'll see how long it is, because don't try to turn on your GoPro when you have a big fish on your line. You just have the damn thing running the entire time.
Can you speak to your GoPro?
I can speak to it to turn it on,
well,
but I can't speak to it to start recording.
Oh, so what's the point of even talking to it?
I don't know. That's why I didn't do it.
That makes
I just
no
hit the
sense.
button.
I don't even
again,
bring my GoPro. I'm horrible.
So we have to went over to like and subscribe. Oh, that's what I want to say. I want to say thank you to everybody because we've now grown to almost 250 subscribers.
Oh, very nice.
So up another 20%. So we are getting up there, and the subscribers really help us out. I want to thank all of our new subscribers, thank all of our old subscribers for being there, and subscribe. If you want to see more content like this and become part of the Unfiltered Fishing Nation.
Oh God.
Sweeping the nation with the Unfiltered Fisher. It might as well have been fun.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys. Bye. Oh, why did I do that? Oh, why did I fucking do that? Fucking idiot. Oh, I just dropped the big fish turn on the stupid GoPro.